Taoiseach, this morning President von der Leyen made a speech to the European Parliament about the energy and cost of living crisis that is affecting people right across the continent. She said that these companies, the energy companies, are making revenues they never accounted for, they never even dreamt of. And she's right about that. And you can look up the figures, at the global level of the big oil and gas corporations. I went and did it. I compared profits year on year, Q2 versus Q2. And Shell, Exxon, Chevron, BP, all of them have either tripled or quadrupled their profits year on year. But it's also the case, obviously, in this country, that the energy companies, while announcing record price increases for people, are also announcing record profits, similarly with the food companies, similarly with the big corporate landlords. The answer of the European Commission is a, quote, deep and comprehensive reform of the electricity market. But is not the problem the very fact that it is a market? Should we not recognise that electricity and energy supply should be a public utility, should be in public control, not run on the basis of profit, but run on the basis of the provision of this essential for people, and to ensure a rapid and just transition to a zero-carbon economy? I think the majority of people actually agree with that. I think that's why tens of thousands of people will be on the streets on the 24th of September.
Murphy was first there, in terms of President von der Leyen. I agree with President von der Leyen that excessive profits have been made on the back of the war and the crisis in terms of the very substantial increase in revenue. And by the end of this month, Europe will have a decision made. We're leading that. We're working with the European partners. Minister Eamon Ryan has been involved. We've made it very clear as a country we want a mechanism developed, ideally across Europe, that would deal with the wind generating companies, which is largely the case in Ireland. We've one fossil fuel company, mainly Corrib, and that any excess revenues raised on the back of the crisis, that would be used to help the governments, member states, including our own, to support households and to protect jobs. That is the agenda. It makes sense that it's done it's a European gas market. It made sense it's done across Europe. There will have to be a deeper reform of the market. Key issue is that the decoupling of gas prices from wind or other forms of generation, such as nuclear. Not simple. There are many complexities around markets. In terms of, we can't control, we're not going to nationalise the entire European Union market. That's not going to happen. We have to deal with reality. We're not going to do that. We're not in a position to do it. Every member state is entitled to its domestic policies within the European Union framework. And I'm not necessarily sure it would lead to the kind of efficiencies that you're suggesting. Now, neither systems are perfect, or be a completely market-led approach, or a hybrid where you have state involvement with regulators to regulate the state involvement, along with other actors and players as well in terms of the marketplace itself. And we do need strong regulatory framework with strong capacity. But that's what we support.